All righty. Well, here we go. A Friday Facebook Live. I wasn't even ready for a Friday Facebook Live because it's not Thursday and we're supposed to do Facebook Live on Thursday. But nevertheless, here we are on a Friday full of talent. We have the Gear Up Alabama Talent Show, the first ever Gear Up Alabama Talent Show. This was the bright idea of our fearless leader, Dr. Tanya Perry, who somehow magically is not on the Zoom with the bright idea for this year talent show. So, but we are excited. We have our friends at College Admissions Made Possible who have joined us right now for this exciting event. And if everybody would mute me who is doing a share screen, that would be helpful. Yeah, so who wants to tell us about how we got to this moment? Tez, how we get into a talent show?
We got into a talent show because we realized that our children in the Alabama Black Belt were dynamic, and they were talented, and they had skills and abilities, and they wanted to show the world the beauty and the brightness of their lives. And so we're excited to have our talented, amazing Gear Up students today.
And that is why it's always important to have somebody like Tez on the line so that he can say beautiful, inspirational, poetic things just like he just did. Because he is exactly right. We have 9,000 some odd children that we serve with Gear Up Alabama, and they show up every day with skill sets that amaze us. And so we're so excited to share in this experience. And College Admission Made Possible, they are serving as our sponsors as well as the judges. So Dr. Hill, you have to introduce yourself and your team and tell us how, what you guys thought about this idea overall and what you think about the kids.
Hello, I am Dr. Thomasine Hill, and I am one of the senior program coordinators at CAMP, which College Admissions Made Possible. And our team is our executive director, Brianna Morden, and our program coordinator who works with the Merit Scholars and another program. Which other program? Anyway, he's a program coordinator, Joseph Famba, and those are our judges. And we thought that the kids were very talented. We thought we saw some very unique talents that we had never thought about before. And we were just excited. I want to congratulate all of them. Continue to work on your talents. Continue to use that as another means of whatever you need to do. If you need to use it as something on the side as a hobby, then do it. But we were very excited and thankful that we could be a part of the talent show.
Awesome. So Joseph and Brianna, you have to come off mute and tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you do with College Admissions Made Possible. And do you have talent? What is your talent? What is your superpower?
Hey everybody, I am Dr. Brianna Morton. I'm the Executive Director at College Admissions Made Possible. And I know that you're not supposed to say that you don't have a talent, but I think baking and cooking, that's my talent. So I love to whip up recipes.
Now, are they your own? Are they family? What kind of recipes? And what do you get the most requests for?
So I like to adapt recipes. I like to take a couple of recipes and kind of combine them. I love using fresh ingredients in my recipes. So y'all were talking about key lime earlier, key lime cupcakes and pies and cakes. So I like doing things like that and just making unique recipes. I think the thing that I make the most of or get the most request for it's called spinach pie. It's kind of like spanakopita, but I kind of make a different version of it. My kids love it. So
we love that in our house. I have the most random children on earth. And when we're at Sam's Club and we're in the appetizer aisle of the freezer section, they actually want the little spanakopita box, the freezer pack. It is so random, and I am definitely, you know, the only mama in Sam's Club getting that thing. But yeah, they're serious about that. So,
Okay.
Joseph, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Joseph Fonba. I do at camp. I'm over the Birmingham Merit Scholar program as well as our College Campus program as well. So many of you might have seen me in, well, some of you might have seen me in Lowndes County, which both of the high schools there are college campus schools. So I'm there quite frequently doing things with the 11th and 12th graders down there. But yeah, so that's what I do. And I would say as far as my talent, I'm a musician as well. So I play primarily the piano. Yeah, so that's my talent.
And so, is there a piano in your dwelling place?
There's about 5 probably. But yeah, there's a couple keyboards behind me there.
Oh, behind you.
Yeah.
Behind you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
behind you. So like you could actually swivel in a chair and go play a piano or a keyboard.
If I could swivel, you know, I actually have 4 legs here, so I can't really swivel well.
You can't swivel well?
Yeah, I would be able to do that. Yeah.
Okay. What type of music is your favorite music to play?
Oh, I do everything. So I do everything from classical to I play quite frequently jazz, weddings, and I also play for churches.
So we'll just let it marinate in our imagination what that might sound like, you know, and just like we're gonna just imagine what Brianna's cupcakes and spinach pie tastes like. So I appreciate you all just sharing, you know, all your skill sets here that we can't, you know, personally experience ourselves. But you know, we'll just let that's my creative gift to the world is my imagination. So
you know, I don't want to take any of the stardom and all of the shine away from our amazing students and these videos that we saw that were incredible. My mind was blown multiple times, so I'm just gonna, you know, I want them to get all of the shine here today.
Well, you have Tatiana and Jack cracking up down there. So we'll have to have them come off mute with Lacey and introduce yourselves. So Lacey, tell us who you are, what school you go to, what school you're going to, what your talent is, what your major is, all that good stuff.
Okay, I'm Lacey Latham. I'm from Pickens County. I went to Pickens County High School, but I graduated this year. I'm going to A&M in the fall. My major is in psychology at this time. You know, go Bulldogs.
All right. I can't believe these babies come out, they graduated from somewhere. What's your talent, Lacey?
Oh, I have several talents. Like, I can do whatever you want me to do.
You have to know Lacey to know that she really is, because you were a cheerleader, right?
Basketball, softball, volleyball.
You literally played every sport, and what else? Do you sing?
No, ma'am. I wish I could. You know what? I can sing, but it might not sound, you know. But yeah. But
you're a good shower and car singer.
Ma'am.
Mm-hmm. So, go ahead.
In this in the Gear Up talent show, I decided to do a poem though.
And tell us about your poem.
It's about me, like, you know, my life, where it's happened, you know, good things, bad things, what I have, like type of hair I have, all of that.
And what did it make you feel like writing that? What made you come up with that idea?
Well, it's like something that I knew I could do, like, and it'll be perfect because it's about me, because I know about myself. So
served as one of the Gear Up Alabama ambassadors ambassadors writing for us over the years, right?
Ma'am?
I said you served as a Gear Up Alabama ambassador writing for us over the years, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So we know that you have that writing talent. You're
Yes,
just
ma'am.
trying to make me and Ashton cry. That's okay.
Please don't cry.
Well, we appreciate you, Lacey, and we appreciate you participating in this this end of the year activity. We know it's been an interesting summer, but we're grateful for you sharing your voice with us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all.
Ashton's going to reach out to you about sharing that video somewhere else too.
Yes, ma'am. I'm willing.
Right.
I'm willing to share it.
All right, I'm gonna press mute for you. All right, Jack, tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, my name's Jack. I'm going to be a senior this year at Sweetwater High School. Yeah. Y'all want, like, my talent and stuff, too?
Yes, is that it? You're like, I'm just going to be a senior. Tell us about your talent, and we know that you have that. We talked before we jumped on the live about baking. We were talking about cupcakes. So you said that you love watching Cupcake Wars. Are you a baker also?
Yes, ma'am. I like to cook and bake and play music.
Now, do you do all three at the same time?
I mean, when I cook or something, I'm always listening to like some sort of music. So I mean, I guess you know.
What's your favorite genre of music?
Well, right now I've been into Hamilton recently, so that's all I've been listening to.
So did you watch it when it came out on Disney Plus?
Yes, ma'am. I've watched it like 3 times.
How'd you feel about it?
Ma'am?
How'd you feel about it?
I loved it. It was great.
Awesome.
But what I really listen to, I like movie soundtracks for sure. I like classical. It depends on my mood for real. Like if I'm doing school, I listen to like either classical, but most of the time it's just like instrumental, just chill music because I want to like hum along or sing if it's like with words or anything. But then I like pop songs too, you know.
So Ashton and I were listening to your talent show submission, and I said this has got to be an animated soundtrack when the villain is like doing something. Like I saw a car speed chase. I saw all these things happening, but I have a brother who loves soundtracks also. And so I grew up in a family where my mom, like it was a whole event to watch an award show. We watched the ESPYs, the Tonys, the Grammys, the Oscars, the BET, the CMA, any award show. Like I grew up with that. My mom loved theater, Broadway. So that was like our thing. And so my oldest brother, to this day, if you give him a snippet of any kind of movie, like he can either, if he can't name the movie or the production, then he can, like I just, you know, we can guess what the emotion was. And so I felt like this high energy emotion with your clarinet playing.
It's really it's a concert band piece called Blue Shades, and it is it's like a really, I first listened to it because I just really like that composer of that piece, and I played some pieces by him before, and I found an album of like a lot of his pieces, so I started listening to it, and that one that I played, that was the very end of it, but it's like supposed to be like it's a jazzy piece, obviously, so it's sort of like it's really long. It's like 10 minutes long, the piece, but I was like, well, the clarinet solo is at the end, and it, like, I figured it was sounded really cool when I first heard it. So I'm like, I need to learn that. So I learned it, and so yeah, that's sort of what that piece was. Ma'am? Did
you learn it just for us, or you already?
Oh no, ma'am. I've known it for a while.
You could have said yes. That it was just, you know.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I knew it. Usually when I hear something like especially in Hamilton, like if there's like a cool like bass line or riff or something, I always try to like go pick it out on some instrument I have laying around. Like I played it, I found this cool bit in one of the songs on the cello. I'm like, ooh, that sounds pretty cool. So I went in and picked it up and try to figure it out. So that's what I do in my free time most of the time, just play different instruments and stuff, try to figure stuff out.
Can I ask Jack a question?
Yeah, please do.
How many instruments do you play?
Okay, so it's kind of it's the whole thing. Okay, I started at 4. I started the piano at age 4, and I still play it now. And I then started violin a couple of years after that. But I don't know, I'm not really a fan of strings that much. I don't know. I don't really enjoy playing them. Even though they're great, you totally need them, but I don't like playing them. But then my teacher moved away, so I haven't played the violin since. And then I picked up trumpet in 5th grade and French horn in 6th grade and oboe in 8th grade. And oboe was kind of the ones that I've played now. That's like the one I try out for All-State and stuff on. And then about 9th grade, my friend plays clarinet, so that's where I try to learn clarinet. And then, a fun thing that really is good, downtown in the summer we do musicals, and we have an orchestra that we do. And our city it's Thomasville. Y'all probably heard of it, but it's not terribly big. But we have enough. But there's some instruments that we can't cover. We don't have enough people, so I've had to, for summer musicals, I've had to learn, like, I'm trying to think. One time I played like clarinet, bass clarinet, bassoon, English horn, oboe, and stuff. So woodwinds are mainly my thing. I just picked up flute. So
that is amazing. I hear people say all the time, like, similar to foreign languages, like once you have the ear for it and the capacity and even the desire, then you can start picking up more and more. How young were you when you started playing?
Playing which, like,
your
just
first
starting
instrument?
I was 4 when I played piano. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So, okay, I have to take a breather and say in the chat room, Joseph, you had a request to hear you play. There is a request for a key lime cake in the chat room over here. Another request for Joseph to play. Lacey got a shout out from her team over at Pickens County High. And Wendy Oliver Joyner, your team leader, Jack, is talking about how talented you are. So is your RC Val Crawford. So I just had to, give those little shout outs real quick that are taking place over here on Facebook Live. So yeah, we'll see how the spirit moves, Joseph, before this hour is up. But let's talk to Tatiana real quick. Tatiana, tell us, Miss Selma.
So my name is Tatiana. I go to Selma High School. I'm a senior this year, and my talent is singing.
I love it. Now, do you sing in the choir at school or at church, or?
I sung in the choir at school I think I was like in 3rd grade, and then I stopped, and then I just got back in choir my 11th grade year. So I've been singing, but since the coronavirus hit, I didn't get to fully have my choir experience this year. But when I was really young, though, I always been singing. So when I was really young, it was this app on my computer I used to have, and I would go in there and record myself, like, singing and writing songs and stuff. And, like, that's where it really came from. And so ever since then, I got better, because when I first started out, but anyway, so so I started writing songs when the coronavirus hit. I really started, sitting down, fully writing out songs and stuff. So when I'm gonna talk a little bit about my song that I submitted for the video. I remember it like it was yesterday. So I was in the bathroom, and I had this tune, I was humming it, and I was like, I like this. So when I went in my room, I sat on the edge of the bed, I started writing this stuff. And so the words that I submitted for the video, I changed them, because the original song is kind of depressing, but it's not depressing, because I like to write deep songs to make it seem like I'm smart. So I did a little bit of changing the words around to make it sound a little bit more optimistic. And I added a little comedy in there, a little hand movements. I changed up my voice, facial expressions and stuff. Because it's boring to sit and watch a singer just sing, So I wanted to add a little comedy in there because I'm not funny at all. I wish I was. So I tried to add a little hand movements and, different stuff to get the people, attention. Like, I don't want you to sit there and be like, is she just singing, girl? Okay. So I added that, and that's pretty much it. And it's a little fun fact. I'm going to throw this in here real quick. I recorded like 38 videos for the submission because I couldn't get it right for nothing.
Wait. 38?
38.
How long were they?
They were like, because I kept messing up. At first, I was doing a gospel song at first. So I started singing it, and I was like, no, I can't feel myself into this one. Then I changed to like an R&B song, and then I tried to get that, and I was like, well, I don't like that one either. And then there was this other song with like these extreme like high notes, and I was like, let me attempt to do this one. So I did it, but I didn't like it. It was something about it that was just not me. So I changed that. So I was so sad because I was like, why? I know I can sing. Why can't I get this right? So, I sat there, and then something just fell out the sky, and it hit me. And it said, you write songs, why don't you sing one of your own songs? So I pulled up my notes, and I went to scrolling through, and I was saying, well, which one can I pick? And so this was the one that I recently wrote. So this was the one I did, and I added in the comedy or whatever.
So you think that your movements were comedy?
I mean, well, I wouldn't say they were really comedy, but it's something really get the people attention, to get them smiling, and I just call that a little comedy.
So like attention grabbers. You other talented people, what do we call that? Is there a technical, Joseph and Jack, from a theater standpoint, what do we call that?
Wait, what do you mean? What exactly?
In Tatiana, like she was doing this, and she did a little double situation.
I'm not sure. I have to defer on that one. I'll have to.
I don't know. There's like a specific word for it. I don't know. I used to be in plays and stuff, but I don't know if there's like a choreography. I guess.
There we go. We like choreography.
Oh, it was definitely not choreography. No. When I be watching Beyonce videos and I try to attempt her choreography, I say no. Choreography is not my thing.
Tatiana, you are killing me right in this moment. So there's your comedy right there.
She says she's not funny.
Not funny.
Yes, you are.
No, see, it's the dry humor that is the funniest.
Yes.
The dry humor is exactly what makes it so funny. Well, we have to, I've been teasing everybody with what your talent looks like. And so now, we'll have to share a little bit. Let's see how I want to do this. I had a way that I wanted to do it. That way is not working out. So I'm going with my plan B here. Let's just start backwards, and we're going to go with Tatiana and her inspirational, not comedy routine. What'd you say? Let's see.
I like to say while you're doing that Tatiana, you are smart and you are funny too. I think you might not understand or recognize that, but I definitely have seen both of those things through you talking. So
absolutely. So let me see. I'm trying to forward ahead, get my Tatiana clip going. Here she is. All right, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. And I am going to, before I do that, okay, never mind. All right, let me see here. All right, can you guys see that?
My name is Tatiana. I go to Selma High School, class of 2021. I'm going to sing a little bit of a song I wrote back in May called Disbelief. Peeling off my wounds because they dried up. Keep bothering me, I can't line up. My life in a single file. Digging holes in the ground, it was too perfect. When the sun went away, the rain came and soaked on my clothes, and they got real heavy, like my heart. But I dare not give up. There's not a choice I got to make. It's not over. I got years and years.
Yay!
Okay, Tatiana. All right. You did that. You did that.
Now, Tatiana.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I saw you. Were you over there moving your lips to the words again?
Yeah, I was getting into it. I was feeling it.
Love this
Yeah.
child. Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you feeling it and getting into the moment. Anybody else have a thought or a reflection for Tatiana there? Okay, you got some thumbs up.
Good job. Sorry,
Thank-
I was on mute.
Good job indeed. All right, let's see which one we have next to play. Oh, well, that looks familiar. Let me share my screen. I hope this, I hope the thing here is rotating like it's still trying to get ready. Let's see. Jag. That was amazing.
Yes.
That
really-
is not
it's
very
up there.
easy to do. That is not very easy to do. My son plays clarinet, and I'm familiar a lot with the clarinet. That is not easy. That is very good. Both
Thank
of
you.
you, awesome.
Jack, that was incredible. How long did it take you to learn that piece?
Well, the hard part was I'll be quick. I got a backstory. So I heard that piece first. I'm like, I definitely need to learn this solo. So, and you can't just like go onto the internet and get like PDF files of like all these songs because you have to like pay for them and stuff. So I found there's a PDF score online, which like I said is a 10-minute piece, and it's like an extremely long score because every part is on one page. So I got a free music writing software online, and I went to scroll down to the solo part, and I looked at the clarinet solo part. No, actually, never mind. I wrote the whole song for clarinet. I went through the whole clarinet part and like I didn't copy and paste because you couldn't do that, but I looked so I could make it on a file that I could print out, so I wouldn't have to flip through the score. So yeah,
I can tell you put some work in. I can tell you put some work in. It was incredible. Good
Thank
job.
And you had to transpose it as well, because typically
No, sir. It was
Okay.
it was written like it was
written-
the correct
okay,
key
in
and
the right
stuff,
key.
but
Okay.
it took me forever to. Yeah, it's like not 18 pages. It may be 18 pages. I have it.
Yeah, it's a
around
really
now.
I like your song choice. That's really what stuck out to me. It's like sounds like a like a early Broadway or Gershwin type piece. It's really, I like it a lot.
I was either doing that or the Rhapsody in Blue solo from
Oh, okay.
from
So you're a
Gershwin.
big
So I was
fan
like,
of that. Yeah, a big fan of that style of music. Me too. I really like that.
And you see now why I was saying it sounded like an animation movie. Like it had that, you know.
Like Cortez.
Yeah. It's cool bean. I love it. Thank you so much, Jack. All
No
right,
problem.
Lacey. Let's share with everybody what Lacey has going on over here. So let me get my share screen going. All right.
Everyone, I'm Lacey Latham. I'm a graduate of Pickens County High School, class of 2020. Today I will be reading my poem titled Questioning Why.
No. Wait, hold on. We have two versions of this, Lacey, and one provided the audio and the other one for some reason did not. And that was the one that did not. Hold on a second. Let me get the right one going. Hey, Ashton, any chance you can pull that one up before I can?
Let me try.
Okay. Yeah, we had, for some reason, yours in the video that we created did not.
Hi, my name is Tatiana. I go to Selma High School, class of 2021. I'm going to sing a little bit of a song I wrote back in May called Disbelief.
Is that me doing that or you?
That's not me.
Skin off my wounds,
That,
they dried up.
where is that coming
Keep
from?
bothering me, I can't line up. My life
It's not coming from me.
goes
Where is that coming from?
You have like 4 browsers open with the videos.
Yes, I do. And there I see where it came from. Thank you. This is the fun part of a live. Did you say you found it?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, cool. Can you share screen for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lacey Latham. I'm a graduate of Pickens County High School, class of 2020. Today I will be reading my poem titled Questioning Why. Why was I named Lacey? Maybe because my mom Robin thought it wasn't so crazy. Why was I born in October? I guess I had to arrive 2 months before the year 2001 was over. Why are my eyes dark brown when others have green, blue, and gray eyes? Could it be that dark brown is common and normal? Why do I buy extensions when my hair is already long, wavy, and oily? Why does my father participate part-time like he's an ordinary friend? I wish he would be there to the end. Why did my mom leave me and I had to be separated from my siblings? I know now. I don't have to wait for an answer from the man. It was all God's plan.
Yes, Lacey. Snap.
I snap.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Like, for sharing that with us, for being vulnerable, for being powerful, for being intentional. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. That's one thing that I love about you guys is like, I love and I appreciate when you guys do not shy away from your truth and from your story. So yeah, and you know, you are always nice and bold, letting us know exactly what's going on with you. And you know, really, you know, one thing I can say about Lacey and really even Jack and Tatiana, and it's not surprising that, you know, these are the 3 who are able to be available today because you guys have always historically, you're self-advocates. All of you are doing dual enrollment. You've participated in so many different things with Gear Up, and you all self-advocate. Like you send your own emails and say, this is my situation. This is what I need. This is how I need help. And I've always appreciated that about you. One thing with Lacey, Ashton and I laugh all the time because we either get a text or an email and it'll say, hey, that's it. And we respond, hey, Lacey. We just waiting for the shoe to drop. Hey, Lacey. And she'll come back. How are you? We're good, Lacey. About the 4th or 5th email, Lacey will have her ask, I need help with my FAFSA. I need help with the application. This is what I have going on. What do you think? But however you guys show up, you always show up as your true self. So I'm always grateful for it. But yeah, and in the office all the time, we just say, where's Lacey Lou? What she got going on today? So yeah, so let's check out some of the other talent that was shared with us before we get to announcing our winners. So I'm going to share screen again, and I'm not going to show the entire part of all the videos. I'll kind of quickly breeze through some of them.
Let it stay, please. Can't let it slip. Set up a dream with me. Getting louder. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand. Will you share this with me? This darling relationship. All the stars of 1,000 starlights, all the shining still from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough.
All right.
Love that song.
Isn't it beautiful? She did such an amazing job.
Love Greatest Showman.
There we have our Jack. Let's see who else we have. Oh, so this was a unique entry. We had an animation, and this is one of my kids used to watch this cartoon, and so I recognized it immediately. And having a family of artists, you know, I know what goes into art, and especially animation. Tez, you've been trying to animate this summer, right? Isn't that one of your secret talents?
It is. I've been trying my best.
And so how is animation?
Animation is difficult because it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of work. And I mean, you really have to work very, very hard for a couple of seconds of content. And so I absolutely understand the struggle of having to struggle through in order to produce something that even looks moderately incredible.
So let's take a look at it and check out this short film that one of our students created. Glenn Draper, Pickens County High.
You're a clod. Your identity is flawed. Your delusion of a fusion made the world scream, oh my god. You're a freak. You're a mess. It's impossible to guess how the red one and the blue one slipped and fell and formed a new one. What a trip that I took. I don't even want to look at a being so illegal and so odd. I'll bring you to your doom if you don't get a room. 'Cause you're a clod, you're a clod, you're a clod. You're a clod, you're a clod. You're a fake and you're a fraud. I've been bursting with this cursing since you snuck into my pod. First the runt, then the pearl, then the combination girl, then that tiny little Steven. I'm small too, I guess we're even, but I digress. Is the way you dress. You express yourself with stars upon your bod.
So animation, that was unique. What do you think?
That was incredible. I mean, to get your characters to move the way you want them to speak the way you want them to have images and transitions, that baby worked really, really hard.
That was a lot. I showed Elijah, who's, you know, my last little bird in the nest over here. And Elijah, you know, loves animations, loves graphics and drawing. And he was just like, that took a lot of work.
So much work.
All right, let's see who else we have. Joshua Williams from Linden High.
My name is Joshua Williams. I'm an upcoming senior in Linden High School.
Yay. So another piano player. Joseph, as our resident keyboardist, the rest of us don't have talent. What do you think?
Got a lot of good skills. A lot of good skills there. A lot of good skills.
That's a good one to
Third
know.
Leaf by Beethoven, the beginning of it. That's great, great, great. He did. I mean, Kendall did an amazing job. Oh no, it wasn't Kendall.
And
It
that
was
was Joshua.
yeah, Joshua did a really good job with that one. I was surprised. I would have liked to hear even more of it, but I know can't play the whole piece. That'd take up too much time there.
What were you gonna say, Jack?
I was just agreeing because that was like one of the first classical ones that I've learned, like when I was taking piano and stuff. So yeah.
I made it through piano until they made me go to that Saturday theory class, and then I dropped out. But I feel like, you know, I learned how to like do that part of that song, and that was about it. But yeah. All right, Kendall Jones from Robert E. Lee. We got a drummer in the midst. So what do you think about Kendall?
Presentation, great. Video, awesome. I mean, the whole thing. That one was that was pretty incredible. And he showed a lot of musical maturity as well, in his playing from beginning to end. And then with the lights, I don't know how he got the lights, the LEDs in the drums. I'm not sure how he did that, but yeah, if he could show me how to do that, I might want to put some on my keyboards. Maybe I can get some more work that way. It was great. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, he not only did he wow me in the moment at the maturity level that he is currently, but I had to think back to, you know, mama mode of a little boy with his first set of drums. Bless her heart. So I'm going to give his family all praises right now because they got that baby to the point that we just saw. And I bet it started off on some pots and pans, but that's the cool thing about it. Jack and Tatiana, like, who believed in your dreams and gave you the space to be creative?
Well, it had to be myself first because if I didn't like enjoy it and know that I could like actually do well, then I wouldn't have kept going. But I don't know, my teacher for sure, for piano at least, and then I guess my family, of course. But I just like music ever since I was a kid, so I guess that's just the only thing I really did when I was a kid.
Tatiana, who supported your dream and your vision for your talents?
My mom and daddy. Well, most of my dad, because he's a singer too. So, you know, when I heard him singing, I was like, well, I want to be like you. So it was
Awesome.
just some of you. And then other people too, you know, other singers and stuff, watching them and saying, I want to be like that person.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the thing. It's like, you know, Jack is absolutely correct. Like, none of our gifts really come to full blossom if we don't enjoy them or feel passionate about them, because we can just let them all drop off. So you definitely have to have the passion in order to have the commitment in order to grow in your gift. But then we also know that we have to have somebody who helps facilitate the dream, right? Because those instruments are expensive. You know, you have to have your chauffeur to get you to practices and rehearsals and competitions, right? Jack, did you ever do the Montevello music camp?
No, ma'am. I never did that one.
Okay, I know that Joshua did. I remember, you know, doing his paperwork for music camp, and you know, even those kind of things. Like, you guys might travel sometimes with your talent or with a competition. So yeah, you got to have somebody who believes in the dream. So I'm happy that you all, you know, had those people in your lives through family and teachers. All right, let's see who we have next. All right, Miss Graham from Lehigh.
When I close my eyes, will I be right by your side, standing face to face finally? Will you be satisfied with me?
All right. So another songstress. That was beautiful. It was nice,
Yes.
soft, and gentle. I love that in a song. Good job. All right. Let's see. Looks like we have Lacey. I think that shows that's all of the videos. It is. Those are all the videos that we have. So we had 8 submissions total, I think, guys. Anybody have any final thoughts before, you know, we have the drum roll and announce our winners?
I just like to encourage everyone to keep pursuing those talents, pursue your dreams with reckless abandonment. Don't give up. And you know, like, everybody was just so incredible that I just want to, and even people who didn't participate, hopefully going forward, that they will join in and participate in the next one, because just sharing those talents, it's really helpful for other people to see, and it encourages other people as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody else have a thought?
I would just like to say that it takes a lot to perform. It takes a lot to do it in front of people. And, you know, I was kind of disappointed there were only 8, but you all had the courage to step out there and be vulnerable and let people see what you can do. Even if you make mistakes, you just get back up, keep going, because the more you do it, the better you are at it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I just wanted to echo what Dr. Hill just said. I agree with everything she said, and I was going to say something very similar, but just continue to be vulnerable and pursue your passions. And the fact that you were the only 8 that submitted, I think that speaks to your character, your leadership, and your ability to step out and not be afraid. And if you continue with that, you're going to go far in life. So keep it up.
Absolutely. And, you know, what do you guys think about how this transfers to college? Like, you know, we're all college access professionals. Our goal, you know, with Gear Up, obviously, is to get the kids to college. Like, how does this type of boldness translate to their future selves? Anybody want to give any thoughts or advice on that?
It helps you with networking. One, it helps you to get to know people, and there are other outlets in college you can do. One of the things I learned with my son in college is that the music majors aren't the ones that are in the bands or the ones performing. It is those who are majored in something else, and they still love music, so they use that as an extracurricular activity that they can do. So even if you, I know Jack, you talked about math, but you could still pursue music. And being on that campus and being able to delve into other things, it helps you with getting to know people. It helps you with being homesick. It helps you to network with like people. So it's very important for you to not forget those talents and use them when you go to college. And it helps you like gain new friends.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely. I also want to echo some of what Dr. Hill just said and just remind you all that being a risk taker and being bold is critical to good leadership. Like, great leaders are bold. They take risks. They, they are unafraid to step out in front and do what's necessary. And so I just want to commend you all for stepping into your power and for being vulnerable and exposing the innermost parts of yourselves to the world. So thank y'all so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Brianna.
and just to follow up on that, in high school, a lot of times our students are very familiar with their teachers and their classmates because they grew up with individuals in their community. And so there's not so much of a need sometimes to step out and step up because people already know who you are, your character, and they go to you and request things. But in college, it's a whole brand new world. And so you're going to have that boldness that Tez spoke of, and you're going to have to showcase who you are. But if you do that, there's so many opportunities that await you, and you can really create your own platform and your own pathway.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say too, we've been talking a lot during this period that we've been at home. We've been talking a lot about self-care. And no matter what your intended major is or your future profession is, these are skills that you can always use to ground and center yourself. They are things that you can always go back to, even the baking and the cooking and, all of those things are things that just kind of help give you a calm, regardless of what you're going to in life. And so if you go on to college and you're not in the choir or not in the band, or you're not doing activities that yield to those gifts being showcased in the same way that you may have in high school or earlier, take your instrument with you when you go to college, so that you can always have that something, to just kind of go back to kind of zen yourself, right? All right, so everybody just do an imaginary little drum roll here in your head, and let's see if all technology works to my benefit this time. Not quite sure. So we have winners. Our first, second, and third place winners were what we told everybody we were going to do. And then we decided to, that you guys were, challenging us a little bit too much. So we came up with some extra prizes. So our first place winner, Kendall Jones from Lee High School. Second place winner, we have Jack Mims from Linden High School. Third place winner, we have Glenn Draper from Pickens County High School. That was our cartoonist. And then we have a Gear Up Alabama award for Tatiana. We have additional winners, what we're calling community winners. And so we had some of our community partners give us some additional gifts. And so Joshua Williams, Lacey Latham, Keziah Graham, and Leah Hinton all are getting some nice little Cash App drops from some of our donors. And so we want to make sure that we thank College Admissions Made Possible for helping us with this event, for serving as our judges. So thank you, judges, for lending your expertise and all your kind words and support. And also thank you for the wonderful second and third place prizes. We appreciate that. And we have to thank our friends at the Black Belt Community Foundation for providing our first place prize. And then we have the Brothers of Let Us Make Man and Program Evaluation Station, Dr. White and Dr. Bass, who generously gave us some additional gifts. And then, yeah, I am trying to stop sharing. I did stop sharing, right? Yep. So congratulations, guys. We are so excited for everybody. We're so grateful to all of you again for being so bold and for participating in the talent show. So again, our first place winner, we have Kendall Jones right here on our line. We have our second and fourth place winners. We have Jack and we have Tatiana. And then we have third place was Glenn. And then again, our community winners were Joshua, Lacey, Kazai, and Leah. So Lacey, I know she had to drop off because she was in the middle of a lunch and had to leave the space that she was in. But we'll get with you guys. Tatiana, Joshua, Lacey, Keziah, Leah, you guys can send me your Cash App or PayPal or whatever. And Tatiana will get you guys some money dropped in those little accounts. And then we will get addresses for the first three winners so that we can mail those gifts off to you guys. So again, thank you, Jack. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Bree and Joseph and Thomasine and Tez and Ashton for all your hard work. We got to thank Rashanda and Rohit and Stephanie. They're not on with us today, but we have to thank them for all their hard work. We got to thank Dr. Perry for her bright idea to have a talent show. So yay!
Yay!
So thank you, everybody. And make sure, I have to tell you, from Facebook, they are going in over here. So this was recorded on Facebook, so you guys go and you can see everybody's comments talking about how talented you are, how remarkable, they love you, great job. Thank you so much for being so transparent. Gear Up has talent. We have wow, we have great voices, we have you're so awesome, so creative. So yeah, go check out the comments. And to everybody who's watching, if you want to see how continuous our talent show is, you know, we partner with this little group. No, okay, we didn't. I'm lying. But we do have a group of Gear Up kids who are going to be on America's Got Talent next Tuesday. So yay! This was just like a little taster, a little teaser. But we are so excited to know that the band from our Montgomery area schools, I think it's JD, right? Is it JD that's going to be on America's Got Talent next Tuesday? So we are so excited for them, and we're going to try to do a watch party or something to show our band how excited we are for them and to support our friends down in Montgomery Public Schools. So everybody tune in to America's Got Talent on Tuesday, and tune in next Thursday for the next Gear Up Live, Facebook Live. We'll be doing something great. So appreciate you, Dr. Hill.
Camp will be having campfire chats on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. And we're going to be talking about rules of engagement, how to interact on campus. So we would love for you to be there. And it will be on the College Admissions Made Possible Facebook page at 4 o'clock.
So another Facebook Live with College Admissions Made Possible. And then we can also, we'll be doing watch parties on our side. Oh, Jack is from Sweetwater. You sure are, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Thank you for that correction.
Oh, you're fine. I was like, hold up, what?
Yeah, no, you are absolutely from Sweetwater. So my bad.
No, y'all are fine. Thank y'all.
So, and I knew when I said it, that's why I didn't say it the first time, because I knew something was off. But yeah, you are from Sweetwater, 100%. But we So we have the College Admissions Made Possible. We have our regular Thursday live. And then at 3 o'clock, we're partnering with Alabama Public Television Education Division. And so there will be another Facebook Live at 3 o'clock next Thursday on college and career readiness. So again, thank you guys so much for participating. Tatiana and Jack, you guys enjoy the rest of your summer. Keep up with us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll talk to you guys soon. So
All right,
thank
y'all.
you, everybody. I
Thank y'all.
appreciate it.
Bye.